Alright, what's up everyone? Today we're going to be doing a graphic tutorial on how to make the circle style. This one. It's really clean and simple. It's probably one of my favorite styles. I use it a lot for UFC graphics because it works really well if you want to replace it with like a headshot. This Bobby Wood one I made is probably one of my favorite ones I made for this style. And yeah. Before we get started on the tutorial, I want to say join my group, New Era Graphics. We just hit 1,000 members a few months ago, I think now. And yeah, it's the second largest graphics group on the app, and we run like contests. It's been a while since I've put a graphic contest, but I'm probably gonna do one soon. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is go to Google or Safari, whatever, and search up Getty images, and you're gonna search up your player's name. For this tutorial, I'm doing this guy. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, so I'm not gonna try to. And you're gonna click on that at the top left corner, the line with 2 dots on it, and then scroll down to people composition. Click on that plus sign, and then click headshot. And you're gonna scroll back up and click that X in the top right. And then here we're just gonna find a picture that's good. You don't want to find a picture with a white background, or you don't want to choose a picture with a white background because it won't look good in the end with like cut out as a circle. And you just want to find a picture that like stands out to you and just looks good overall. I would say if you don't find a good picture you like on Getty, the second best place would be Pinterest, and after that Insta and Pinterest are like tied, so like they're both the same. And then just find a picture that you like. This one's pretty good actually. Okay, so you're gonna click on the picture, and then you're gonna click on it again, and then click the button in the middle, the 2 arrows like going outward. You're just gonna hold down on the picture, and then just click save to photos. Okay, and then you're gonna go open a new tab and search up Adobe Firefly. Firefly, right. And then from here you're just gonna do upload, photo library, and I'm just gonna click on their picture. And you're going to scroll at the bottom here and just click remove. And if you need to zoom in, you probably will need to zoom in, and just don't select that much. Okay. Yeah. And just like scrub your finger over the watermark thing. It doesn't need to be perfect, exact. And click that remove button. And just wait for it to remove the watermark. Okay, and then click on the top right, the box with the arrow going upward, and click download and save image. Okay, and now here we're gonna open up PixArt. Okay, from here it's gonna be a little bit different than my older videos, because now we have the transparent support on mobile, where you can basically just add in a graphic with a transparent background, and it'll match whatever card you have on the reel. And we have all this thanks to Justin, the OG graphics guy. He asked the devs to add this, and they did. So the first thing you're gonna do is go back to reel in my graphics group. You're gonna click on tips for all, that comment, and then go down to the 3rd comment and click on the Google Drive link to get the graphic area limit. And then from here you're going to click on that 3 dots in the top right and click download. Okay, so now once that's saved, you're going to go back to PixArt, click the start with photo or video, and click on the area limit. And then it should be the perfect size already. You're going to scroll and hit add to photo and add in the picture without the watermark. Okay, and then next you're going to click and you're gonna click apply so you can find the shapes button. And once you find the shapes button, you want to place it in the center, and then once it's in the center, just push it down a little bit, and then you want to go to the bottom of the scroll, like the end of the scroll thing, and click invert. And then once you're here, you can bring the graphic area template and layer it above your inverted circle. Alright, and then go back to your inverted circle and click color, and on this color wheel thing, you want to click that like green shade. It's like, it looks like a green screen. And then now that you have now you can see this area limit. You can adjust the size of your circle, and basically this circle is going to be the cutout circle you see on the graphic. That's going to be the size of it. And so you don't want it to be too small. You also don't want to be like really big, to where, actually no, the big doesn't even look bad either. It's the small ones, they don't look good in my opinion. But I want to go with somewhere in the middle where it's not like crazy and it's not too little. I think that's good. And you want to make sure it's pushed down a little bit so that it looks like the picture of your players more centered. Then you want to click on the lock for the green screen, and you're going to click back on your player photo and size it up. And you want to go back to that green screen and go to opacity and turn it down a little bit so you can see like where the limit of the player you have for the graphic. And you want to get him obviously in the center. I might have to like, no, I don't want to rotate it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and then you're gonna go back to that green screen and bring the opacity all the way back up. And you want to click back on your player photo, click duplicate, and probably layer it behind your area limit, and then click on the top middle. Click on that like eraser looking button next to the redo button, and then click on the select, and then click person, and that should remove the background pretty well. It's not perfect, like I said this in my videos before. I use this method a lot to like remove the background. It's a free way to do it. And then you want to click back on that eraser thing, and then click on the erase, and just everything below the bottom of the circle, you just want to get rid of that. And then so from here you don't need the area limit thing, so you can turn the visibility off on that. Actually, I kind of like it. It makes it look better. So I mean, you don't need it anymore, so if you want to turn the visibility off, you can. And you can lock the player photo without the background. And then from here, I usually put a couple of edits on here, like the HDR1, like in 55 looks good here. Sharpen around 83. And you want to scroll down a little bit and go to this thing. I think it's Indie 2. I put the sharpen to 0 and the fade at like 70. This like fixes the skin tones in my opinion, makes them look a little bit more warmer and everything. And you can click apply, and then from here you can do the same edits to the background. So HDR, I believe I did like 55 or something like that. Sharpen, can't really see it, so it doesn't matter what you do there. And then back to the Indie 2, that, and then it was somewhere around there, I think. Okay. And then once all that, you can like put more effects wherever you want, but for this video, just to keep it short, I'm just gonna do those 3 main ones. You can do any more amount of edits, then so you're just gonna save this image now. And then to get like bypass the ad, you're just gonna click on that Pixar button and just swipe down on it, and then this bypasses the ad. I don't know why it does, but it does. Okay, and one other thing I say before we go on to the next step is when you're removing that background on that picture, it probably won't do a great job sometimes. So you're gonna have to like retouch it up, and to do that you're just gonna click click on that player image, click on the erase tool we've been using, and click on the restore, and bring the size down a little bit, and then bring the hardness up a little bit. And okay, so actually I'm gonna erase first, not restore, but I'm still gonna use that same settings with bringing the size down and the hardness up. Okay, and then you can go back with the restore, and if it like missed parts, you can redo it real quick. And if you even add a little bit more in by accident, you can go back and erase it. Okay, and then sometimes you can also mess up like parts here, like the shirt, and even sometimes like glasses. Yeah, like there. You have to change it up a little bit to make it more cleaner. Alright, that should be it for this. And now once it's saved, we're gonna go to a different app called Photo Layers. And then from here, we're gonna click on this top left, the one that looks like a scenery, the image. Click Photo Album, and then you're gonna add the photo you just had with the green one. And you're gonna click on that scissor thing on the bottom, and you're gonna click undo because that wasn't it. You're gonna click on the auto, you're gonna hover over the green, and then bring that threshold slider to where it removes all the green but not the actual player. And sometimes if you have a card that's like really green, like this one's actually kind of green, so I probably shouldn't have used a green screen, but it's fine. If it's like a lot of green, you can like change the card to a pinkish or a orange, something other than the green. So this one it left a lot of green onto his hat, so you're just gonna go back with that same thing and just remove that. If you're obviously doing the football one, you're using photo layers, and if it's like a full body image, and then obviously grass will be green, so you probably shouldn't use green for that either. But this is good enough. And then so you're gonna okay, so once you're done removing the green screen, you can click on the save and then do save PNG transparent, and you can close out that. And you didn't see that. Okay, and so this is how you should open it up right here, right? And from here you can turn the visibility off for everything, and then you don't need to do this. It just helps me out so you can like see stuff better. But you can like make the background make a solid color, and then you can go to add photo. You're gonna click on your image that you just removed the background, the green screen for, and just size it up to where it's where it was. So you can like see that, like might be harder to see here, but that like purple lines that show up when it's touching the border, so that's where it was originally. And then you can lock it, and then from here you could just remove the background right away, or clear the background and just save it, or you could go to adjust and adjust it, like put a little bit more edits onto it as a whole instead of like separately. Just a few like touches, like increase saturation, clarity, just a little bit, nothing too much like that. That makes it look fried there. And yeah, and that's it. That's how you make the circle graphic for real. It's pretty simple and it looks really clean. It's one of my favorites. So yeah, if you have any questions, you can reply to this YouTube video, DM me on Reel, or type the question in my group. I'll respond. I'll help you out. That's about it for this video. Thank you for watching, and subscribe, like the video.